G'day, let's hope this works. G'day, I'm Steve. Welcome to Woodworking Masterclass. Not much fine woodworking being done today. I'm making, the chickens walking in and out of me. I am making overcoat boxes for my bee boxes for Australian native bees because it's getting cold and I've been told if they get a frost, I could lose a hive. So a lot of people I've seen, they use broccoli boxes and Coolite and foam, and I thought with all the stuff I've got lying around the yard, I might be able to fabricate something a little bit different. I'm just looking at that, and that's good. And I don't know if I need those. I'll put that over there. So basically, you've got the hive that you've seen me make before, and this box will fit over the hive. I've actually got two cameras going now. There you go. Got two. So she's a bit hobbled together, but doesn't matter. They're going to last. They don't have to look pretty. And then I'll paint them all red oxide or whatever paint I've got kicking around. But on the inside, they're all insulated. As you can see, oh, I can do this now, can't I? They're all insulated all the way around. And I've got to put metal strips the same as this along here, and then it will all be good to go. And in my haste to get streaming, I've been trying to stream since 9 o'clock this morning, but things have just been cropping up and popping up. And so let me get the chat out. And we got people there already. Gee whiz. You people are quick off the mark, quicker than me. G'day, Craftsman. I hope you had a good sleep last night. Henry, Scroll Saw. Is it Lawrence? It's been a while, I've forgotten. If it is, give me a thumbs up. Jared, g'day, mate. I was planning on doing it quicker than I did, but I'm here. Pete, g'day. Brenda, hi. There you go. All right. So, what's a bit of ebony doing there? I got 3 chooks down here. Come on. What are you doing? Just go. Go on. Nick off. Come on, go. 4. Lucy's just walked in as well. I'm sure they think when I'm streaming there's going to be food on. Not happening today, girls. Only got 10 eggs today. 7 of you aren't working. So anyway, let's go. Louise, how are you? Did you see the finished result of the knife block, Louise? If not, I'll show it to you. Just tell me and I'll go and get this over there. I've got to put a stand on it. But what are you doing? You go and go. Come on, come here. This is Lucy. Aren't you? You a good girl? You're a bit camera shy. Okay. Go on, go outside. And then Snoop's there, and Karen's there, and the black one. All right, so yeah, a bit rough and ready. I'm just using staples, nothing fancy. I do have a new tool that you might not have seen, which is, a broken screwdriver gun. No, that's all right. I missed the chooks, they moved. One of these. I'll show you what I use that for shortly. And, I've got to show you. Bought a great new toy the other day. It is awesome. Now, I have not been, and I'm quite happy to say it, not been a Ryobi for many, many years, not been a Ryobi fan. Didn't like their tools at all. But recently, I don't know, they've just come into their own. In fact, I've got a lot. That's a nail gun there, or staple gun. That's a hammer screwdriver. And this, check this out. It's just the best thing, especially with, I mowed the yard yesterday. Awesome. First time in I don't know how many months. And the tyres on the mower were flat. So that's what this is. Check it out. You just put that on. Pumps your tyres up. Absolutely awesome. You got a flat trailer tyre or something. I've got that in the boot. 89 bucks I think it was. That was the skin. You don't get the battery with it, but I've got a few batteries. So yeah, big plug. No, I'm not getting sponsored by Ryobi. Big plug, love it. Good idea. That's sawdust, you idiots. Come on, get out of the way. Come on, move, move. Must be cold outside, is it? What are you trying to tell me? Ah, so, sorry I missed the stream yesterday. Yeah, I saw, oh, that's good. That's good. I'm pleased you did, Louise. Oh, dear. Oh, look, I'm sorry you missed the stream too, Louise. I've actually got a different camera configuration now. I haven't got the one that used to be there. It's now directly under that one. So whatever you see there, if I put my finger there, you should see that in close-up. It doesn't move that much. There you go, look at that. Okay. So, I thought might as well put these together and I'll show you how I frame them and then we'll just whack them together. Oh, cup of coffee time. Oh, look at that. Doesn't that look like a glass of... Ah! Oh, so doesn't that look like a glass of stout? But I've never had stout that hot. Okie dokie, here we go. One of them, and one of these. So pop that in there. All I'm using is 22mm brads. Ow! And providing I get one edge on the top or bottom lined up, that will do me. Now I did, when I started, doing these, I was cutting a strip off here and then I was gluing it and putting it on. But look, quite frankly, once I'm putting those metal frames around, it doesn't really matter that much. So I'm just going to make sure I'm doing this the right way, because I had issues this morning. I was doing it wrong. Oh dear. Boom, boom, boom. You said, why am I late? Yeah, no, 9 o'clock I'd planned on doing it, but then I had to give Susie a hand. I think I've muffed that up too, or have I? No, I had to give Susie a hand to preserve some tomatoes. So I sliced those up for her. And then I've done something wrong here already. See, I shouldn't talk at the same time, should I? Oh no, hang on, that goes in there. That might be better. That might be better. And I managed to clean my yard a bit yesterday, which was absolutely lovely. And I found all the angle iron I thought I'd lost. Where's that? And now I'm shooting blanks. Good on me. Not having a... It's going to be one of those Mondays, I can tell. Oh dear. There we go. Let's try that again, shall we? Yeah, that was lucky. All those went in. That must have been the last one. That's all good. The other thing I like about that Ryobi setup, and I know they say it in the ads, but the batteries fit all their gear, well thought out. I've got a bit of Bosch gear too, but they have different batteries, which is a bit of a pest. Boom. It's going to be one of those types of streams, I think. Noisy. All right. So that by itself most likely wouldn't stay together for very long. And actually, I just noticed the bees are out. I haven't seen them out for 3 days. So it's started to warm up a little bit for them, which is nice. Excuse me, girls. Come on. I'm not used to having staff in here. Oh, dear. Deary, 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 dear. Boom, ba-dum, boom. What am I making? Lawrence, it's I've got native beehives, and in winter it gets cold and sometimes they can't survive. So what I'm doing, these are insulated boxes that actually go over the hive. They don't know it's there, but it keeps them from getting too cold. So now what I do, and I'll do it, that tool I showed you before, this thing, it's called a hand notcher. Great bit of kit, I love it. I could use a pictures frame as guillotine, but I think I'd most likely wreck it. So what you do, here's your steel. You just put it in wherever you want it to be. I think I'll do it this way. Hang on, just get the plastic over this. Yeah, I've forgotten where I put this, and when I cleaned up in front of the blacksmithing shop, there was 40 lengths of it lying in the long grass. So it might have been there for a while. So I'm surmising I had this idea to do in summer, and like everything else, it just didn't get done. You doing, girl? All right. So they're the marks where I want to bend it. So I just put my notcher up to there. Like that. And if you can see it there, we do it like that. And you just pull it together like that. And there you have it. A nice notch. So I'll do this one over here. Now what I've got, not in this shed, but it's in the wood turning shed, I've got a little pan brake, hand operated pan brake press, and that just goes in there, and then that gives me a nice sharp corner, and that's all I need. So we might just do one before I put the rest of them together. Oh. Okie dokie. I've got self-tapping metal screws. They're not where they're cracked up to be. we go. That'll hold that on there. I might just change that battery over. The other one's lighter. Come on. This is a 5 amp hour, this is a 1. So it's going to be a bit lighter to use. I'll see if this one will go in without a pre-drill. I'm not holding out. Oh, there you go, look at that. I've got a light that's on the way out there too. I'll find a ladder, I might have to fix that. Because it's interfering with the cameras. These bits here I'm just going to take off on a linisher, so they're all going to be nice and flat and get rid of all the sharp corners. I don't know if I can get up there. I'm just thinking. Wait a minute, let me just have a look. Out of the way, Chuck. Boom, boom, boom. Come on. Let me see. Oh no, I should be able to do that. All right, wait a minute. We're going to be plunged into darkness in a minute because I'm going to turn the lights off and I'll put a new tube in. Come on, the other way. Hey, Chooks, you're playing up today, aren't you? Hey? Oh. Oh. Okay. That's provided. I haven't broken the tube, which has been lying around here for a while. That looks good. All right. Hang on. There's nothing like live TV to get the blood pumping. Oh, there we go. Oh, that can come out of there. Oh. Put a new one in. Hey, you get everything in this show. I don't know if this one's any good either. Oh, I thought it was a... Oh, good on you. The fitting has come out. Ah. La, 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 dee. Come on. Get in there. There we go. No. Oh, that's all right. That's all right. Hang on. We might be okay if I just take it out. It might be one tube. Let's have a go. There you go. Best result under the circumstances. Oh, this one's okay, I think. What's happened, the fitting that it goes in has popped out of the light shield, so I can't get it. This one's cactus. So I'll throw this one away and I'll fix that after the stream. Nothing like maintenance on the move, is there? Put my ladder away. Great little ladders, these. Come in really handy. All right. So it's a little bit darker, but at least it's not flickering. So that's good. In fact, if I move this around, we might even get a little bit more light than before. There you go, how's that? Yep, that looks good. Oh, look at myself now, I'm in the dark. All right, doesn't matter. Does not matter. So we've done that one, we've done that one. Where's the other one? Oh. Okay, okay. Actually, this is what I want further down. Then I'll have a chat. And a chocolate biscuit, I think I've earned one. Okay, that's good, that's good, that's good. So now these are going to screw down with long screws. And you'll see why in a minute. This way, when I put a long screw in, it'll actually hold the metal, the front plate, and also fasten it to the side plate, which is then secured, there we go, on the side here. So it's going to be fairly rigid, I'm feeling. Oh, I hate it when it does that. You're fairly right over there. I've got a chucking on my router table. Whoops. There's a few of them on the floor, I can guarantee there's another one. So it's always good to have lots of screws. So I don't think I need a top one there, so I'm not going to worry about that. In fact, I think I might even take that one off. Ah, leave it on. Doesn't matter. That's good, that's good. These ones on the back. Let me have a chat first. Let me get a chocolate biscuit. Oh, I'm feeling good. I'll have two. Oh, and hopefully my Guinness is a bit, doesn't look like it. Ah, a bit cooler than it was. Whoa, got a kick to it. That's Mexican. Strength of 7. Now, what's happening here? I haven't been talking to you for ages, have I? Oh, I'm sorry. G'day, T-Bone. How are you, Dal? Denford, good afternoon. We were only talking this morning too. What a small world. Oh dear. Louise, Steve with beading scratch blade. Why is there tearing in the wood? I've been troubleshooting this problem, but I have tried everything. But do you have any suggestions? Yes, I'll get one down in a minute as soon as I get through this, and we'll have a play. The two main reasons are it's not sharp enough, but knowing you it would be sharp enough, and going the wrong way with the grain. Sometimes you get cranky grain, you've got to do it this way, then you've got to go back that way, even if it's an inch. It's a little bit that way and a little bit that way, but we'll grab some out and we'll have a play with that in a minute. There's nothing to hunting kangaroos. Generally, they jump out in front of your car, Lawrence. Funny story, it might have been the last timber trip I went on. We were out in the paddock getting some beef wood, and the cocky, who's the farmer, the cocky said, yeah, I've got a roost shooter out today, but where are you going to be? I said, oh, over there. Yeah, right, I'll tell him to shoot in that direction. Doesn't make you feel very reassured when you know how far a bullet can travel. Anyway. Yeah, they are useful. I love them, T-Bone. Anything that hasn't got a cord on it, I'm happy with. G'day, Vince. Hey, Jim, how are you? I'll look at the camera and say, g'day, Jim, how are you? I'll look at the camera for you too, Vince. Hello, Vince. Yeah, I reckon that's what it is. I reckon you've got an imperial size. It might be stamp metric, but that doesn't mean much. But I found that less than helpful, that comment. It's just a conversation between Vince and I, it's okay. You need LED bulbs, save tons on your bill. That'd be nice. My power bill's running at about $1,500 a quarter. But anyway, luckily I've got solar, so that gets rid of some of that. Philip, sorry, that was... Oh, I didn't see that one, Philip. But the way Pitts Chapel Farm, I just tuned in and he's standing... You got no idea what goes on here, Pitts Farm. Absolutely nothing. I'm not like Sparkles. I'm not going to do squats or anything like that. I was trying to change the light bulb. Oh dear. Actually, funny you should say that, Lawrence. Build a wood drying box. Oh, you mean a box for drying wood? What I'm actually going to build, and I'll build it live, is a drying box for fruit and vegetables. It's a solar one, so it's a box with a little heat sink in it and glass on the top at a certain angle. And seeing Suey is right into preserving, there's some things we found you can't preserve. And when we've read the books and spoken, no, you're meant to dry those. Got one of those electric dryers that dry. I wish you could watch this chicken over on the rounder table. It's just having the ball. Yeah, it takes 2 or 3 days to dry out a tomato, whereas this thing, they reckon, put it in the sun and, you know, by the end of the day, your tomatoes all nice and dried out. So we will be doing that. It's out of a self-sufficiency book I got online a little while ago. Is that Snoop? I think it's Snoopy. That's why she got called Snoopy, because she's always snooping. So we can do that. Yeah, have you seen that? Have you seen that, Vince? The original Tim Tams, you get 11 biscuits. The flavoured Tim Tams, you get 9 biscuits. The deluxe connoisseurs biscuits, which I don't like, you get 8. So, no, they're a bit overdressy for me. These, actually, I get 11 because they're solid dark chocolate. It's good. Sam, g'day, mate. My wife bought a packet of Tim Tams and I've had a mate out here for a week or so, and he's helped me do stuff around the yard. And it's quite funny because we're both motor mechanics, and yeah, you can imagine what we were doing trying to get stuff fixed. But anyway, I'd stop at 11 o'clock and say, go on, going to have a coffee. And we'd sit down, yeah, a whole packet of Tim Tams were gone. And when he left, I was in the mood for having a coffee at about 11 o'clock, but I couldn't eat a packet of Tim Tams by myself. I'd give it a try. Randy, g'day, mate, long time. It's 1 1/8. Yeah, I realised that after, because I gave you the conversion on 28 mil. 28 mil is 1 5/8. But anyway, doesn't matter. Hey, what do you want? Lawrence, I want to start making market sticks and need one that's 8 foot tall and 3 foot wide. Okay, I don't get it. Anyway, I've got a chopping board to do for someone too, so I might start. Oh, no, I can't move the cameras around. I don't know. Let me finish this off and I'll put some more together. I like how you can modify as you go along. I just thought I don't need, I'm going to sneeze in a minute, I don't need to screw up the top here because I'm going to put a bit of angle over the top anyway, so that'll all hold that in. Oh, you had a good day, have you? You're going outside to play now. You going to say hello? This is the Snoopy girl. Oh, she's going to flap. Hang on, wait a minute. Let me just get a wing in. Come on, girl. There you go. She has been having a good time walking around the shed. Can you see yourself there? You know this. People are watching you all around the world, you know. They eat eggs too. She's going, what's going on? Go on, then you go. Go on, over there. Good girl. Philip, sorry it's been a few years and I joined the video late, Steve. May I ask what the silver... Yes, it's... I'll show you a bit of it in a minute. Hang on. It's insulation. Locally made near where I live. And it is absolutely... Get in there. There's a lot to be said for slot screws, you know. It's made by Green Insulation. Oh, here's some of it here. Oh, there's a whole roll of it sitting in the chook pen because the chooks have got an insulated chook house. So I'll see if I can pull it apart for you. So it's aluminium this side, aluminium this side. And it's like a bubble wrap in between. I've got it on the ceiling of this shed, and there is, in summer, there's 13 degrees difference in the temperature. It's, what have I got up there? Maybe it's 100 mil, I've got tin, then it's 100 mil where the rafters are, and then I've got that insulation, and if I use those dual thermometers, I put one thermometer between the tin roof and the upside of the insulation and another thermometer an inch underneath, and 13 degrees difference. It was 46 degrees below the roof and 33 degrees below the insulation. Great stuff, great stuff. It's just I've got, as I said, a big roll of it, so I thought I might as well use it up on this stuff. Boom, boom, boom. Ah. Annoys me. I know, use a bigger drill bit. There we go. Gotcha. And others behave themselves. Gee, I'm pleased that wasn't my coffee. What was it? I don't know what it was. Couldn't have been too important. It didn't break. So as I said, I've got some other angle I've got to cut, and I'll put along here. And then I'll just paint the whole lot. But I won't be fitting the steel to all of them here at the moment because I haven't got the pan brake down here. It's up in the other shed. That bit of kit, if you're wondering, you live in Australia, I bought that from Heron Forbes. It's called a hand notcher and it was about 50 bucks, I think. But it saves you so much time. A foot actuated one's about 500 or 600. And if you're not doing too much, and it's only good for about 1.5 mil steel, or 1 mil, I don't know what this is. That's one. What? That's, I think it's just under one. Yeah, it's just under one. Might be 0.8 of a mil steel. It's good for that. Will you girls go outside and play? Oh, okay. The other camera I've got, I'm just waiting for more cables to arrive. As I said yesterday in the... Good, go outside. As I said in the stream yesterday, I had rats in here. And I think it was Jason, very, very kindly suggested I should get a couple of rat snakes. And I replied that if I did, my wife would leave me. So I'm going to put up with the rats. And I don't begrudge, I don't like them in the house. They're not welcome in the house, but they're down here. Providing they don't destroy too much, they're okay. Live and let live, I say. But they're not sewer rats, they're bush rats. So big difference, huge difference. Not as far as Sue's concerned, but as far as I'm concerned, there's a huge difference. Oh, that's what fell down. It was that. Now, goes there, that goes there. The trick is to work a system out that works. Haven't worked it out yet. Oh, you want to know about the thinger? I'll go and get mine in a minute, Louise, and we'll do some beading. Give me a break from this. Hi-ya! Oh! Oh. All right, let me go and get a beating tool and a bit of timber. Oh, what's this here? All right, I'll just go and put a bit of this over the jointer. You'll hear me, but you won't see me. Not the best bit of wood in the world to do beating on, but let's grab me beating tool, which I think is over here. Oh, that would be a lovely bit to do it on too. Let me just see what have we got here. This will be nice and cranky. I'll just dress this bit. I'll skim it anyway. All right. What is it with you girls today? For goodness sake. Come on, Lucy, out of the way. Come on, move. Move. Are they looking for new places to nest or what? Okie dokie. Let's give this a... I haven't used this for a while. Just give it a little bit of a trim or a brighten up. What's this bit here? I'm just going to... flatten the back a bit. All right, This is a Lee Nelson 85. You can make these yourself. I haven't used this for ages, so if I'm not too switched on with it. It's a beautiful tool though, I love it. It's one of those things, it's like their ductile bronze planes. It's just a nice tool to hang on to. Okay, now I can't give you the view that I want, but what we'll do, we'll give it a go here, and then I can give you the close-up. So this is the grain on this is going that way, so it's going towards me. It's coming towards me this way. There's a texture, so the grain is going that way. Now, if I, the grain coming that way. Oh, there you go. That's a good one. The grain's going that way. That's going that way. All right. This is what they call cranky grain. So I've got grain going from here this way and from here this way. So we'll give it a go. Oh, let's see if I can do it this way so you can see. So this is going towards me. It's got to go this way. Told you it's been a while. There we go. Let's drop that down a little bit. Down just a little bit more. So at the moment I'm going with the grain. Grain's going that way, I'm scratching that way. Okay, now I've got a split up here, so it's going to be horrible anyway, but the grain's running this way on this end, but I'm going to draw it the same way as I did this one, and we'll see the difference. If there is any difference. There should be. And there is. Okay. I'm hoping you can see that, Louise. That's going with the grain there, and it's quite nice. This one, I'm doing the same direction as I did this one, but it's going against the grain. You can see all that tear out and rubbish. So what it means is, depending how wide your bit of wood is, you're going to have to change your fence so you can get in the same spot. See what we've got here. No, that's all going the right way. But that's what it is. Pull it this way, and if you've got cranky grain, what I would suggest you do is do all the grain that's running in the same direction, So it might be, for example, hang on, got a bit of black with a little. Black was renowned for it. Oh, I do some black wood there. What's this one? All right, it's a bit of Jarrah. And if I look at it, I've got grain running this way to here. Then I've got grain running that way to here. Then I've got grain running this way from there, and then I've got grain running all those different ways. So what you would do, you'd use your scratch stock and you do this bit, and then you do this bit, then loosen your fence, turn your scratch stock around and put it in the grooves that you've already done, and then tighten your fence up, and then do this bit, and then then do that bit afterwards. Are they both running all the same? Yeah, no, that one's running that way a bit, and then there's a bit of a double. So what I would do, the longest one, if you've got grain running in, I'll say, this direction, and it's a long piece, do this piece first, then loosen your fence off, turn it around on the other side. So you're going to have true sides on both sides, and then do this, but line it up into here with the fence on the other side. Does that sort of make sense? Because I don't really want to take these fences off. But there you go. That's it. Easy peasy. Oh, if all life's problems were so good, wouldn't that be nice? What it is with these birds today. I tell you what, a lot of it I think is too, I'm getting itchy. Oh. In summer, I've got the air conditioner on, so I don't have the doors open. And in winter, I don't have the air conditioner on, and come about 10 o'clock, it's nice with the doors open. So there you go. Love that bit of kit too. Anthony, if anyone wants any good gear, Lee Nelson Toolworks Australia, ring up Anthony, tell him you saw it on the stream, it'll make him smile. And I said g'day to him. Oh dear. Oh, rat terrier. Hang on, I'll get to that one in a minute. I've got to turn some dowels from the harps. They're 1 inch dowels. I've got to go up and do that soon. Oh, I get you now, to dry sticks. Oh, you're making walking sticks, Lawrence. Wouldn't be too hard to make. Guess it'd be much the same as a steam bender. I was going to go and show you mine out there, but I realised it's not there. It's somewhere else. Yeah, I've got to turn some of these dowels. Oh, good, Phil. Oh, I'm sorry it took so long to get back to you. Oh, yeah, look, Brenda, I said to Susie the other day, I would love another dog. I'm getting to the stage where I really miss not having a dog, but still, after Bob, I just, at the moment, no. I think it's because you care, isn't it? You get so attached to them, and then when they leave, it rips you to bits. So at the moment, the chickens and the goose. The goose is the one that amuses me. She's taken the Sue like you wouldn't believe. I can pat her, providing Sue's there, but she won't let me near her if Sue's not there. And Susie just came down earlier on, and the goose gets jealous now. When she's on the phone, Gloria walks up, starts pecking her leg and squawking at her, and I smacked her. And she went and got in a bath and went, no, not Sue, the goose. Went and got in a bath and said, well, in that case, I'm just going to sit here and get wet. So, no, she's good fun. Hey, g'day, Cam. How are you, mate? We should catch up at Randall's one day. I don't know about words of wisdom, Louise. Hey, thanks for that. Well, those. I tell you what, it's little payment compared to the beautiful veneers you've dyed for me. Absolutely extraordinary. I'm looking forward to, when I get all this stuff out of the way, getting back and doing, more work on the bed. Going to be good. Good. Oh, okay. Well, let me put another one of these things together. I just looked at the clock and it's just about time to go tatters, I think. This, it's interesting. All this stuff has been sitting over there, and I think it's got to be about 50 bee box, hive, not quite up to snuff components the other side of this TV screen. So I'm going to join all those together. There's a lady contacted me after the floods in New South Wales and she wants some bee boxes to stick out in the bush. So I'm going to give them to her. And then that really starts to clean the shed up, which means I can move around. What I want to do is eventually this bench I've got here, I'm going to move over to that wall. So I'll still stream, but the setup will be quite different. And whilst I'm standing here, I'm thinking I might even put an overhead camera on, which might be nice. I was over at Theo's the other day and his setup, g'day Theo! His setup is just extraordinary, the way he's got his cameras done. I think I'd need a master's from MIT in technology to even come close to the setup he's got. Oh. There we go. It's a lot easier when somebody else does it. A lot easier when all your components are the right size, I tell you. It doesn't matter if the bottoms are a little bit uneven because they just hang below the entrance of the bee box. I'd bring one, actually, I will. I'll bring one in and show you what they do. I don't think there's too much bee activity around at the moment. As they were up and about today, but I'll bring one in and show it to you. All right, I'll go and get a beehive and I'll show you how these fit. One pretty close to the shed. Oh, if there's not too much activity, it shouldn't be a drama. Oh, there's a heap of activity on that one, so I won't do that one. Oh, there's not much activity on this one, so if I actually can see them all coming out because I'm moving them around. Let me just put this other camera on. You might be able to see it from there. I don't know. And if you can see them all walking around on the outside. Oh, got ants on this one. See near the entrance, you can see them walking around. They're all a little bit confused, all coming out to see what it's all about. Oh, why don't they stay near the box and don't run away? I've got ants here. Can't show you the inside. They're starting to, it's not that clear. But anyway, this was a box we did on a live stream. So this is what they do, is they just go on over like that, and then if I want, I can stretch the roof on as well, and it keeps them happy. So what it does, if you get a frost or something like that, it hits the outer box, which, as I said, is insulated, and stops them from getting cold. That's pretty thick in there. That's an inch. Got ants in there at the moment, but that's okay. So look, I'll just go and put that back out so they don't get too disorientated, and I shall be back. G'day, Max! Come on. All right. Oh, that was amazing. As soon as I took that hive back out there and put it on its stand, there would have easily been 200 bees, all with pollen in their little pouches. As soon as I put the hive back, whoosh, they just came from nowhere. They're fantastic. Love them. Now I've got ants all over my bench. Don't mind the bees, not the ants. But that's a native beehive, and that's what I was building. So I'm just looking at everything, and let's have a check out here. Ah. But Lawrence, I was like that with Bob. I'd had him for 10 years. I've had a fair few dogs, but there was something special with Bob. He was a rescue dog, and he was my dog. The other dogs we bought when we had kids, and it was the kids' dog, or it was the family dog, but Bob was my dog. He wouldn't do anything anyone else asked him. Wouldn't do much I'd ask him to either. But no, he was my mate, and yeah, left a hole in my heart. But anyway, it's all good. It's all part of life, isn't it? I reckon if it hurts you, it means you cared. Oh dear. Dave had an overhead camera. Cold cam looks good. Oh, all right. Yeah, look, I might do that. Might put a rail up this, especially if I move this bench over there. Because what I want to do is I want to go back to using this original bench. This was my original workbench from, I don't know, 35 years ago, I suppose. And I just love it. But then when I started the TV show back in 2011 or something, a mate of mine go, oh, look at that, half a Tim Tam. Bonus. A mate of mine gave me this, and it works, but yeah, I just like to get back to that one. So we might look at an overhead. Hey Sam, I'm just thinking of, yeah, there's some jokes in private I'd like to tell, but I wouldn't tell them on here, but I'll give you a clue. If a dog and someone else is knocking at, the dog's knocking at the back door, someone's knocking on the front door, who do you let in first? The answer is the dog, because he'll stop talking when he gets inside. Oh dear, oh dear. Yeah, we get frost. Oh, I'm not in. Well, I'm close to Brisbane, but yeah, we do get frost down here for sure. Be nice on the car. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh, I must have. I'll tell you the truth, Cam. I don't know. I don't get out of bed that early, so there could be frost. But I know if I leave the windows down, there's definitely condensation on the inside. Oh dear. Yeah, I had a Labrador when I was a kid, growing up. Yeah, dogs are good. G'day, Dennis. How many hives you got? About 25, I think. My goal is to get up to 100. So that's what I'm working on. It was a 5-year plan, then a 4-year plan, and yeah, I reckon it might be 3 years now. I don't know. I've got all mine at the moment are carbonaras, but I've got a hive box to build for a friend of mine. And we're doing a deal. I'm building new hive, or the new hive box, and he's going to give me half the split. And that's Australis, which I haven't got any of those. They're gorgeous. I love them. They're so nice and tidy, but the carbonaras suit me because they're just messy. And that's me. Possum Creek, Bill, we're back there. Was I in Possum Creek the other day? I think I was. I was. You and I were the only two in the world communicating. Well, I had no idea it got that cold up there in New South Wales, but living in Wellington, I tell you what, Wellington in New South Wales gets cold as well as Wellington in New South Wales. I used to go trout fishing as a lad out around Oberon and Bathurst. What's the river called? Tumult. Is it the Tumult? Good trout fishing. Used to be when I was a kid. Oh, listen, Vince, I would have eaten them ants and all if they got on there. He'd be a shot of compressed air and any survivors would have been in my tummy. Oh, okay. What sort are you into, Dennis? Or whereabouts do you live? What's state will do. You don't have to give me exact address. I've got one I should have split a couple of weeks ago, but then it got too cold, so I'll leave it. I think next year I reckon I'll have at least 8 ready to split next year. So that'll build me up. So we will see. Have I got rid of the... No, still got the grandkids, Max. Oh, you didn't mean that, did you? I'm pleased they don't watch. Anthony, if you're watching, go back and do schoolwork. No, they're good kids. No, look, I can't bait them. In fact, I refuse to bait them because, number one, they do die a horrible death. And number two, if they go out in the yard and they die, not so much the rats, but definitely the mice, the chickens will eat them. And I don't want to harm the chickens. What I do have is a cage that if I catch one, and I don't like doing it, if I catch one, I'll go a few kilometres away and release it into the wild and let someone else deal with it. But there again, they might have a family. Yeah, like Dad goes out to work and never comes home. The little baby rats are going, "Where's Dad?" Mum says he was a rat, he's not coming home, so fair enough. So I just like live and let live, Max, providing they don't get depraved proportions. Come summer, they all move out. Sue reckons I'm mad, but there you go. Do I sell my wax? Oh, there's not much wax in Native Bees in Denford. I buy honey beeswax and I use it quite a bit actually. I use it in some of the hives because the native bees quite like the honey bee wax. I also use it when I'm blacksmithing. I also use it when I'm wood turning. And when I'm doing resin, I think I use it when I'm doing resin work. Oh yes, I do, because I'm turning, yeah. So, but no, they only produce about 1 kilo of honey a year. But the last time I looked, I think it was selling for about $60 Australian for 100 grams. So, yeah, break that down, $600 a kilo. The last time I heard they were trying to get it registered as a food source, but there was all sorts of political bits and pieces. Apparently they couldn't call it honey. So they had to call it stingless bee honey or native bee honey or, what's the other, sugar bag, because they're also known as sugar bag bees. Anyway, oh dear. Yesterday when the audio dropped out, you were showing us the box for, oh, I'll show you that again if you like. Oh, this is, one, there you go. I don't think, I've never seen heart boxes with dovetails in them, so perhaps I'm going to start a trend. I don't know. There must be a reason whether they don't like doing it or whatever. Where's the neck for this one? Did I put it over there? Hang on, I might have put it over on the saw. Oh dear. I did too. This one is my copy of an ancient Irish harp, and as you can tell, it's pretty pretty substantial. If you have a look at that, oh, this is all blackwood. If you have a look at the size of it, it's big proportions. They're laminated, but so instead of trying to pretend it wasn't laminated, I highlighted it by putting a string of silver ash down there. So, got a fair bit more work to do. That fits on there somehow or other, and then that goes in there. So I've got a little bit more tuning up to do, but that will be, I'm trying to get the proper strings. What I want is harpsichord wire. I can get music wire, there's a place in Sydney, but as I said yesterday, everyone is so tight-lipped about where you get stuff, and from what I understand, there's not many harp makers in Australia. There's only about 9, I think, professional harp makers, and they won't tell you squat. This is another one. I haven't done the box for this one, but the figure in this is just, oh, this is, here we go. This is New Guinea rosewood. I showed you that yesterday. The figure in it is just absolutely amazing. Look at that. And the neck is much the same. It's got a nice lot of figure in it. So I'm looking forward to getting back. This is a harp kit that I bought online just to see how it goes. That you can tell the front of the neck has got a big point on it, and then I've got another one that I've changed slightly. This is going to be totally veneered, and I took that big pointy bit off because I want to get one piece of veneer and go all the way around. So I'm looking forward to getting back onto that, which I will be very, very soon. I've just got to finish these bee boxes, finish the French cleat, which I didn't get around to doing today, on the knife block, and then I'm into the harps and the bed. So it's all good. Hey Dennis, welcome from, I'll tell you a funny story in a minute. Welcome from Brisbane, Australia. My favourite place to go is Texas. That's where I got a lot of my timber from. But it's not the Texas you're thinking of. I was talking to a chap, it's when we first went, I think I actually might have done a stream from there or something. And he said, are you in Texas? Can I meet you in Houston and we can have a beer? What did he say? No, bud. We'll have a couple of buds in Houston together. And I said, mate, different Texas. I'm in Texas. There's a town and it's a border town. So it's half of it is in New South Wales and the other half's in Queensland. And it's called Texas. And I said, mate, this Texas, the population is 632 people. He goes, darn, he said, I've got more people than that living in my street. Lovely place. I love it. Hey, Daryl and Annabelle, if you happen to be watching, I'd love to come out there again. I had some of the best times out there in your property. So I should get Theo, we should go out there and just reminisce. The price of fuel nowadays, crikey, I don't know if I could. Especially my truck I get, I can't work this 100 kilometres per litre rubbish out. My truck gets 7 kilometres to a litre. It doesn't matter if I'm full or towing a full trailer, it seems to be what it is. So for me to fill it up, I think it's it's about $160, $175 to fill it up, and I do 3 tanks of juice. So that's nearly $500 in petrol to go out for 2 days. There you go. Oh yeah, you're back now, Denford. Kick back, mate. Have a coffee and a durry, and you'll be right. What made me think you were in England, Denford? I got no idea. Oh, they've done tests on the honey, and apparently They put it up against Manuka, and it's got more medicinal properties than Manuka. It has a sugar in there. This is just, I don't understand it, I'm just what I heard. It's got a sugar in there that if you're diabetic, it goes through your system very quick. So diabetics can have native bee honey. But you wouldn't, I don't think you'd want it on a sandwich. Oh, it is so sweet. It's almost like a liqueur. It's a weird tasting. It's not thick like, bee honey, honeybee honey. But it's nice, it's nice. But I generally don't take my honey. I leave it for the bees. They work so hard for it. And if we get, like we had a couple of months of solid rain and the bees didn't get out, if they've got a good store of honey, they're going to survive because they've got pollen in there and they've got protein and sugars. Whereas if you rob the honey for the sake of a few bucks, it's like you stock up, okay, there's going to be a long weekend. People in Australia will get this. You get a long weekend and the shops aren't open for half a day, so you stock up, and then when you go to get your reserve stock, you find someone's knocked it off. Well, you're none too pleased. So that's it. Build swarm traps, catch wild bees, and oh, that's a good idea. I did have a friend of mine who was going to get me a couple from water meters, but unfortunately the council have employed someone, that's all I'm going to say, to do it. So we dipped out on that. But anyway, oh dear. Oh, yes, Vince, yes, music stands ago. Where's Andy? He slipped into me so quickly with the music stands yesterday, I couldn't believe it. But yes, they are getting closer. I did say I'd have them finished by the end of the year. There you go. One of my sons was what's he going to do with it? He was going to get into making beard oil. Big business in Queensland, beard oil. Beards are trendy. You know why I've got a beard? Because I hate shaving. That was it. I got out of an institution where I had to shave every day. And shortly after that, I didn't want to shave anymore, so I didn't. Oh, when I was a mechanic, I used to shave because I was used to grease and gunk in your beard. But no, that's it. I'm just lazy. Look, that's it, I think. It's going to be boring watching me do all these things because that's all I'm going to be doing. So, if there's nothing else, the bed is it is. I'm looking forward to that. I'm getting that out of the way. Max, I've got you can't see it because it's got stuff on it, but the oval we did with ebony is there. I've got the birds and the flowers cut out behind me on this bench. So as soon as I get these done, get that out of the way, then it's harps and bed. And I'm looking forward to getting the bed head done. Those of you that have seen it, this is the bed head. I don't know if this is the new one or the old one. I don't know. Oh, might be the new one, is it? No, this is the old one. I've had to change it for whatever reason, but I did. I've got a new one here. Anyway, that's the bed head that I'm making. So I've got, many of you see me, I made that oval through trial and error. That's all ebony. I've got 2 hummingbirds and some trumpet flowers that are inlaid into that on some white ash. And then there's going to be another frame going in there, and then all this is steel and blacksmithed. I've got the steel, it's up in the front shed, and I'm looking forward to doing some more blacksmithing. Most likely won't video that because I've found if I try and video when I'm working over a forge, the light just goes real weird with the cameras. But I'll bring you up to date. But getting back to it, Maxie, so I'm looking forward to having the bed head done because I'm sick of all the pillows falling down the back of the bed head because at the moment we've got this huge bed head. I don't know if I've got I might see if we've got a photo of it for you people that haven't seen it. No. Oh, hang on, what's that? Ah. There you go. We ripped the carpet up so there's no carpet down because I'm putting new solid flooring down. What camera are we on? Camera 1, there you go. So at the moment, what we've got is this great big empty space, and that's one of Susie's quilts. And we've got new curtains going in, but that big empty space is all going to be blacksmithed, and I think the blacksmithing goes up to nearly the top. So that's 2.1 high. And then all these diamonds. You can see when it's finished, just under 9,000 diamonds will go in there. And then it's got to have posts, 4 posts put up, and then a valance around the top. So it's one of those things, but I tell you what, it is so comfortable. It is so hard to get out of in the morning because it's comfortable and it's warm. Oh dear. Jared's off. See you, Jared, all the best, mate. No, that problem, Martin, is about... Oh, yeah, it is. And we've got something like 9 pillows on the bed. And then you get down to 3, and then you've got to go and put the scuba gear on. Go down the back of the bed. Oh, dear, oh, dear. All right, that is it. So, 2:15. It's time for me to say, this is Steve pulling the shed door down saying thank you for everyone that came on. Nice to be back streaming, even if it's only with 2 cameras, which is better than 1 camera. I don't know, it might take me a couple of weeks, but we'll move over there and I might swing a camera from the roof. I don't know, we'll see how it's going to go. But in the meantime, remember to keep it sharp, and more importantly, keep it safe. Look after yourself, be kind to each other, find something creative to do, keep yourself busy, stay safe, and I look forward to having your company again in the workshop, at the workbench again very, very soon. Till then, God bless, take care, bye for now.